How you all doing? Quick live on this beautiful day. You can see it's beautiful. You can see the sun out there, but there's a huge black cloud over there that's on its way. So I thought I'd quickly jump on here and go live. My name's Adrian Close. I'm from freelancetrainers.co.uk. Talk about training. We talk about marketing, specifically for freelance trainers, coaches, and tutors, and those who aspire to be one. I have if you go onto that website there, I have a free 5-day challenge that I've organized. And my promise is on that challenge is that you leave with a marketing plan. So say hi if you're watching. Hi, Kay. I know you're watching really, Kay. I know you watch all of my videos. And hi, Pete, if you're watching. I know that sometimes you watch me when you drag yourself away from your painting. There is a Mr. Spowage, a Pete Spowage painting, which I absolutely love. It's my favourite painting. He's based in Nottingham. Do check out his website for some of his originals. They are absolutely amazing. So this week I have been in trouble. I've got into trouble a couple of times with my marketing. I've been slagged off by a couple of people, which is understandable. And someone once said that if you're not being sort of slagged off a little bit with your marketing, then you're potentially doing something wrong. And I don't mean to put out stuff that's slightly controversial or that's going to slag people off, but sometimes it happens. There's a chap, as you see today's subject, which is down there. Someone called me moronic earlier on, which I thought was quite funny, and I'll explain that in a minute. But last week, a friend's wife invited me to a birthday party in the local pub, which is just over there. And I used to run that pub. I used to own that pub, and I was there for 8 years. And loved it, absolutely loved it. So it's always nice to go back. It's always nice to have a beer in there, but the other side of the bar, and that's where I prefer to be now rather than actually working it. I was there at 4:30, obviously 4:30 on a Wednesday afternoon, and there's not that many people in there. So it was me and my mate, and we were having a chat. And as the sort of the evening, I was just there for a couple of hours, and as the evening went on, the afternoon went on, there was hardly anyone in there other than the group that we were in. So I was talking to the new owner of the business and said, "How's it going? How are you doing? How are you getting on?" And she says, "Well, to be honest, not very well." And I said, "Well, what are you doing to push it?" She knows me, she doesn't know me that well, but she knows that I used to run the pub. She knows that it was a successful business and that she had her daughter's birthday party there and a big party upstairs in the function room. So she knows how we were when we were in the business. She says, "Well, we have a Facebook page," and then that was it. They just have a Facebook page. And I've written about this before with hospitality, but it's not just hospitality, it's lots of other businesses as well. They just open the doors and expect people to turn up. They just open the doors and just think, come in, we are now open. They don't go out there. It's not your customer's responsibility to do business with you. It's your responsibility to remind them, and that's where your marketing comes into place. When I'm running a marketing course, there's 57 different pillars of marketing that we come up with. Now, obviously, you're not going to use 57 different pillars, but there are pillars that you could be using that you aren't using now. I did a video not long ago about the banana armor sort of factor, which is it's not what you do, it's the way that you do it. So are you using the right ones, and are you using them to the full potential? So I was talking today about coaching, I think it was. So we were in a group, we were talking about coaching. And to me, coaching is listening, and for the person, the coachee, to come up with the answers. That to me is what a coach is. The word has been bastardized by sport. If I want to go and learn how to play tennis, who do I go and find? What professional? So I'll go and find a tennis instructor or a tennis coach. And if I want to go and learn skiing, who do I go and find? Well, I go and find a ski instructor. And there's two different words there, but they do the same thing. They teach me how to do a sport, as in an instructor. A coach to me is somebody who listens, somebody who answers the questions. They listen to what you're saying, and then they ask certain questions so that you can come up with the answer. So this guy, to me, he said to me, I'm not going to say his name, but I have screenshot it because I think he's got rid of it because of my response. So he's put that, Adrian Close, that's most moronic answer I hear from those who call themselves coaches, and why I would never employ anyone like you, that's me, and why 90% of those trained as coaches never get any work after being on scammy courses like yours. And you're like, far out. I won't swear, my mum might be watching. So I put, I nearly said his name there. So dear matey boy, That's a bit harsh. I never said I was a coach, and I don't profess to be a coach. I am a training consultant. I am a freelance trainer who delivers a 12-month leadership program and hosts an online marketing platform. You'll find the information on that website if you're looking. Having run and owned several multi-million businesses, I can teach someone to do the same. If one of the leaders I train has an issue, I could coach them how to find a solution. There you go. My philosophy as a manager: come with a solution, not the problem. I guess using the word moronic with someone you don't know and is possibly wrong, so I'm admitting I am possibly wrong, shows the world the type of coach you are. And I just thought, what a knob. You know, he's come up with this slagging me off, but he's not offering any sort of coaching or teaching or training or counseling or whatever it is. And I just thought, wow. So when you're coming up to your marketing, you know, don't be afraid to get out there. Don't be afraid to put it out there. You're going to get idiots like that that are going to call you moronic, or you're going to get people who, I put the thing about the pub that I mentioned earlier in this live, I put that into a pub group saying, why don't pubs get it? Why do they think they can just open the door and the customers will start flowing in? It's absolutely ridiculous. They've got to get out there and do their marketing. Someone in that group said, what a load of rubbish. I've got a pub and I've had it in my family for 55 years. And we don't do marketing because it doesn't work. And you're thinking, Jesus Christ, well, this is just, you know, sort of highlighting the fact that I said, you know, why don't you get it? Don't just open your doors and expect people to come in. And it's the same with any business. So like I said, this platform here is for trainers, tutors and coaches. And if you're looking for sort of tips and techniques on how to market your business and how to grow that rhinoceros thick skin, so that you can put up with these idiots out there that are going to slag you off because you're trying your best and you're putting your marketing out there, then do get involved. In the website, you can also sign up for the newsletter. And I'm going to send a newsletter out once a quarter, and that'll have tips on it, that'll have techniques, that'll have some training activities that are absolutely free, but only for the ones that are in the world, if you like, in my tribe of trainers, coaches, and tutors. And if you are a trainer, coach, and tutor, and you want to be videoed, you want to come on and have an interview, let me know. So I'm going to interview people, and it'll be about you. So you can see my website there. Well, that'll be your website. And then that little bit underneath where today's topic, someone called me moronic, that'll be your today's topic and how people get in touch with you. And it'll be about your products. It'll be about your services. It's just so that I don't have to do all of the talking on these lives. And it just makes it a little bit more interesting. So I've had 2 meetings this week with people that I've met on various groups, and we've just hooked up. We've had a cup of tea, cup of coffee. We've had a bit of a chat, sort of half an hour on Zoom, and it's been really interesting. And that's sort of, those are the things that I look forward to in the week, is meeting new people, getting to know new people, getting to know what it is that they do in the business. Talking to a chap the other day, NLP. Now, I don't really get involved with NLP, but his knowledge was second to none, and he's putting together this training academy that he wants to put together. I think it's a 2-day academy. He said that he's going to come on and do a little bit of training, and it was fascinating to chat to him because it's a subject that I don't know that much about, but I do like to research that sort of stuff. So there we go. So if you've been watching, do leave me a comment. Do let me know where you've been watching from, and I will see you in the next live, which will be Friday 9 a.m. is what I'm aiming for. All right then, we'll have an awesome rest of the day, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.